Hi, scholars. It's another Saturday. It's not quite as pretty today as it was last week. There's more clouds in the sky, and I was out not too long ago, and it kind of feels like it's going to rain, but it's so nice because all the rain and the warm weather that we've been having, everything is really pretty and green. I hope everything looks pretty and green where you're living too. Just makes you want to get outside and get some exercise and have some fun. So, Barney and here's my helper. He looks forward to these now, and he's always right here ready to help me. We have been feeling kind of itchy. Are you itching? Look, he's kind of scratching his foot right now with his mouth, with his teeth. He doesn't have fleas. I don't have fleas. I don't know why we'd be so itchy. Maybe it's because of these packets that I got ready for you to do this week. They're full of buggy things. And bugs kind of make you itch once in a while. But I have heard from your partners in your house and your moms and dads and grandmas how hard you've been working on all of your schoolwork. So I thought, you know what? It's springtime, it's warm. Let's just have a fun folder this week and do all kinds of buggy things. Because I know I love bugs, and I know most of you love bugs. I know one scholar in particular who loved the bugs in my basket. Do you remember who really liked my bugs in my basket on my science table? Do you remember? Javion Cooper. I bet he's going to enjoy this folder. So for reading this week, I have a really fun unit that I pulled out. And I have all these pages with cool bugs. I have a caterpillar. I have a butterfly. This is one of my favorite bugs. Dragonfly. Fly. I'm not a big fan of flies. Grasshopper. I like them. Barney's kind of taking up my workspace here. Ladybug. We all like ladybugs. Haven't seen too many yet. Worm. Ant. Bee. Uh-oh. No bug. No words. Oh dear, I wonder what we're going to do that. I'm going to put that aside and I'll talk about that later. I want you to look at all these fun choices. No, you don't have to do these all of these. I want you to pick four of your favorite bugs here. And, oh, look, the top, NAME. You know what that says and what you're supposed to do there. So please make sure that you have that taken care of first, because we always do that first on our papers. This one just happens to be the B. First thing you're going to do is color it so it looks like a bee. So I should not see purple and pink bees. I should not see blue and green bees. I should see a bee that looks like a real bee. And then in this space over here, I want you to draw a picture of the bee's habitat. Now, we talked about habitats not too long before school was dismissed when we read books about a pond and the animals that lived in and around the pond. So the pond was a habitat for the duck and the snake and all those characters that were in that book. So you're going to draw a picture so that I can look at it and see where a bee would live. Draw a picture of his habitat. Then we have some very simple sentences that are missing a lot of important information. They're missing details about these bugs. A bee is, what could be a good description, a good describing word that you could have somebody help you spell and write to tell me what a bee is? A bee is huge. Is a bee huge? Well, I did see a pretty big one the other day, but it wasn't huge. It was big. A bee is friendly. I don't consider bees friendly. I don't want to make friends with them. A bee is what? When you think of a bee, tell me what you would put there to describe it. A bee can, I need a verb, I need an action word that will tell me what a bee can do. A bee can run. Oh, there goes Barney. I guess he's bored. A bee can swim. It cannot swim. What can a bee do? Write the verb. A bee has. What does a bee have? Does a bee have feathers? You can look at the picture and you can think of things that a bee has on its body, and you can write one to finish this sentence. But there's no punctuation marks. So after you fill in your blanks, you're going to trace these because these are dotted letters, and we know what we do with dotted letters. We trace them so we can practice our handwriting and our writing skills. And I want you to read the words as you're tracing them, and then fill in the blanks and make sure you have your punctuation marks. 4, I want you to pick 4 bugs. One of it could be the bee, but I want you to pick 4 that are your favorite and complete the pictures and the sentences with your punctuation to tell me all about your favorite bugs. Now this one, I'm really looking forward to getting these back. What do you think you're going to have to do here? Well, you're going to have to use your imagination, and I want you to be really creative. I want you to make up a bug. So this bug can have 8 eyeballs, 1 eyeball, 14 legs. Your bug could have feathers. It could have polka dots. Your bug can be scary. Your bug can be funny. Your bug can be silly. Your bug can be mean. Your bug can be friendly. So I want you to draw a picture of what your new bug that you made up with your imagination. Show me what your bug looks like and give it a name. If I was going to make up a bug right now, I think I'd call it a Barney bug. And then you can fill in the blanks. A Barney bug is mean. A Barney bug is fluffy. Whatever you want it to be, put a good describing word in there so it tells me what your bug is. What is it like? What is it? A Barney bug can fly, maybe. A Barney bug can run, maybe. Put in an action word, a verb that tells me what your newly created bug can do. A Barney bug has feathers, fur. Tell me something that it has. Have fun with this. Take your time. Make sure you have lots of details in your pictures and your punctuation at the end of the sentence so that I have some really creative, imaginative bugs back in your folders when your parents drop them off. Now, to go along with that, you all have the words that were in your sentences. You have all those words on cards. And these words you should all be able to read by now. These are sight words that we've been working on a long time. They're not hard words. And if you don't know it, you can certainly sound these out. If you don't know what this word is, you can sound it out. I see an H, an A, and an S. So we could tap that out. As, has. Oh, now you remember what that word is. Has. That was in our sentences. Is, an. And it starts with an uppercase letter, so we know that's going to be the first word in a sentence, but it has an N. Now, if it's an and not we know that your next word is going to start with a vowel, because you only use an when your next word starts with a vowel. And caterpillar, is C a vowel or a consonant? Yep, it's a consonant. So you're not going to use an if you're making a sentence about a caterpillar. You're going to use an if you're making a sentence about let me find it real quick. It starts with a vowel. Ant. See? An ant. Because you're going to make some sentences using these words. Here's another word we know. If you forget, we have a C, K, A, K, A, slide it. Can. Can. That's in our sentences. We have a, uppercase, so that's going to be at the beginning. And then you have two that don't have any words. And what I want you to do after you do your 4 or your 5, because you're going to have 4 that are already done, and then your make-believe bug, your created bug, 5 altogether, then I want you to pick sentences, and I want you to make the sentences out of the word cards. So if we were going to do, if you picked B, your first word, this is hard to do on my lap, your first word is so you're going to find that and you're going to put that first. B, you can write B and put that next. B, is, and you're going to find is and put it next. And you can just do this on a table so you can lay them out and spread them out. B is yellow. You can write yellow on this, and then you would have your whole sentence. B is yellow. Be much easier to do it on the table. And since I want you to do more than one sentence, I want you to sequence the words to make the whole sentence. You can write your words, the name of your bug, and then the words that you use to tell about it. You can write them in pencil and then erase them, or you can write it and then just turn it over if you're going to do your second sentence. I want you to do at least 2 sentences that you worked on in your bug packet, and I want you to sequence the words and read them, okay? So I thought that would just be kind of a fun activity. Now, for math, I bet you guys are really great mathematicians and did a great job on your, what did we call these? Number bonds. Now, a number bond can look like this, with the whole number at the top and the parts at the bottom. It could look like this, with the whole number on the side and the parts over here on the side. It could look like this, with your parts up here and your whole number down here. You just have to follow the paths, whichever way it's going. On these practice sheets, the whole number is at the top. You follow the paths down to the parts. So these parts are going to add up to the whole number. And I have in your instruction sheet, I have 3 math sentences that I want you to practice with. See if I can show this so you know where it is. Oh no, can you see this okay? It's kind of, it's stapled so I can't take it apart. Let me get it nice and close. It's right here. Your parents can help you find it. I want you to show me on the number bonds. I want you to show me these math sentences. 4 plus 2 equals, what's the whole number? 2 plus 3 equal the whole number. 0 plus 4 equal, what's the whole number? You have 3 math sentences to show me on 3 different practice papers. How are you going to show me those math sentences? You're going to have to put something in the parts, and then you're going to put that whole amount for the whole number. Well, I was in the Dollar Tree. I put my mask on, and I put my gloves on, and I went to the Dollar Tree because you know I love the Dollar Tree. And I saw these stickers, and I thought they reminded me kind of you guys. Just fun emoji face stickers. So if you were working on 2 plus 3, I think that's one of my math sentences. Let me double check. Yep, 2 plus 3. You're going to start down at the bottom. These are going to be your parts. 2 plus 3. So you're going to use the stickers and you're going to show me the parts 2 and 3. And then you're going to do that up here. You're going to follow the paths and you're going to put them up here. So you're going to put 2 and 3 to get your whole number. And then I want you to write the math sentence with the answer, with the whole number, with the sum down at the bottom. 2 plus 3 equals, tell me how many. And these, I think you'll be able to fit them on there. If they're kind of hanging outside the number bond, it's okay. Because I just thought they were fun and kind of reminded me of you guys. So that's math. Something different. All right. Science. You know, it's spring. And you guys are cooped up in your houses, I'm sure, a lot. And working on your devices a lot and doing a lot of papers in your folders. So science, I really want you to get outside when the weather is nice. We've gone on nature walks. We went on kind of a scavenger hunt to find things, a stick that was longer than your arm, a hole in the ground. We did some really fun things. This week, you're going to go on a bug hunt. And in your folder, your packet folders, there's a tool that I got for everybody. Barney, you're kind of in the way. There's a tool in there that you can use on your bug hunt. And I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise. But some of these bugs that you're going to be looking for are really tiny. So I got you a tool that you hold in your hand and you look through it. And it makes things look bigger. So you can really find some tiny, tiny bugs. I bet you know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you. It's in your packets, in your folder. And before you rip open the snack that I gave you for the week, look at it. Because it has something to do with our unit too. So, NAME. You know what goes there, and that always goes first. Then you're going to look for these bugs on your bug hunt. You can go on a bug hunt one time. You can go on it 3 times, whatever works for you and your family. If you don't find these bugs the first time, maybe you want to go out again and look for them. I want you to look for ants, bees, flies, snails, spiders, worms, and other bugs. Here they have as an example of another bug is a ladybug, but you could look for caterpillars, you could look for butterflies. It might be too early for butterflies, but you could look. You could look for grasshoppers or crickets or beetles, any other kind of bug that's not one of these, and then just write them in on the paper so I know what you found. And just tally marks. You don't have to get fancy with the tally marks. You can just do lines. If you found 7 ants, just give me 7 tally marks for right now, and then count them up and write the number, the total amount that you found. Snails might be kind of hard, but there are certain kind of plants that snails really like. They're called hosta plants. So ask your parent if you can find if they can help you find a hosta, because snails love to eat hostas. They eat mine all the time. So that's a fun activity for science. And then one other thing is religion. And I really liked the pictures that you guys have been coloring. Those crucifixes that I got back this week were beautiful. So I'm going to read you just a real quick scripture story. And it's talking about certain things that everybody needs in their life and versus things that you just want. And sometimes when you want things, you can make some bad choices to get those, and you could get in trouble. Excuse me. Like sometimes big people, they want something really badly. Sometimes little people too, sometimes kids want something really badly, and they'll take it even if it's not theirs. Is that a good choice? Mm-mm. Do you need whatever it is that you took? Probably not. So I want you to listen to this real quick little scripture story, and then I'll show you the activity that you're going to do. There was once a very rich young man who came to talk to Jesus. This young man had lots of money. He must have bought all kinds of fancy clothes and lots of things with all that money. The young man wanted to follow Jesus and learn more about the things Jesus taught. The young man wanted to act as an image of God and go to heaven. Because remember, at Holy Angels, that's one of our goals. We want to go to college and we want to go to heaven. This young man wanted to go to heaven too. The young man asked Jesus, "Teacher, what good thing must I do to have eternal life in heaven?" And Jesus told the young man to keep the commandments. Remember, we talked about those 10 commandments a long time ago, about obeying your parents and going to church, all those real important rules, not stealing and not lying. The young man told Jesus that he kept the commandments and asked what else he could do. And Jesus said to him, "Well, if you would be perfect, go, sell everything you own and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven." The rich young man went away very sad. He liked having lots of nice things. He did not want to give them away. He loved his money and all the things that he owned more than he loved God and more than he wanted to go to heaven. Do you think this rich young man needed everything that he had? Probably not. You really don't need a lot of things in your life to be happy. You need food, you need clothes, you need a house, you need coats and boots when it's cold. But you don't need the newest video game. You don't need a new iPad. You don't need a brand new car. Those are just things that you want. And sometimes it's just really important and it's good. And Jesus wants us to keep that in our minds and remember what's important and what's not. What do you really need? And what do you just want? And sometimes he wants us to forget about those things that we just want and be happy with the things that we have that we need. Just an important thing to remember as you're growing up, because you guys are growing up. I have a very simple religion paper, and I want you to talk to your partner in your house, your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or your brother, and talk about things that you need and things that you just want. And then show me, draw 5 things that you need and draw 5 things that you want. And why do you need those? Do you need those to have food in your tummy? Do you need those to keep warm? Do you need those to be safe? And then things that you just want that you could say, oh, it's okay. I don't really need that. All right? So keep that in your head and show me the things that you can think of. Okay, the only other thing, I saw Mrs. OCC again at school. She had her mask on too. She has, and this really excited me because she has some yoga poses that she wants you guys to practice. These are things that you can look like reptiles. These poses, you can look like reptiles. You can look like a crocodile. You can look like a lizard, a snake, a gecko, and a turtle. And then on the back, there's some that you can do with a partner. You know this one, a tree pose, eagle pose, downward facing dog pose, a lizard, sunbathing on a rock. That sounds like fun. And a partner easy pose. She wants you to practice these yoga poses for PE. And then your adult in your house or your partner can log them on the log sheet. All right? So that's it for your Buggy packet. I hope you have fun with this, and I hope you do a good job. I do want to show you this. When your parents pick up these packets tomorrow on Sunday or next week, Monday or Tuesday, Miss Tone got these bags for everybody, and they're called homework bags. They're full of really great school supplies. There's crayons, there's a big fat glue stick, there's paper, there's a journal book, there's scissors, and there's these really cool pencil boxes in here. And it's full of things. The pencil boxes are full of things. Erasers, pencils, little glue sticks. I think there's even a little pencil sharpener in there for everybody. I hope so, because I asked her to get some of those, and she said everybody had them. So, cool. Very cool. So your folder, your packet folders will be inside the homework bags when your moms or dads or grandmas go pick them up next week. So that's fun. The activities are fun. I can't wait to see your creative made up bug. And I do have an oldie but goldie book to read. And then we will be all done here. And I really wish you guys were here so you could help me read this, because I know that you know this whole book by heart. But maybe Barney can help me read it. The Very Hungry Bumblebee. What, Barney? What? It's not a bumblebee? What is it? Oh, you're right, scholars. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. He's ready. He's ready to hear you read some of this. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Okay, here we go. Can you see it okay? In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. That's one of your choices for your packet. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still, hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. I bet he did. The next day was, Sunday. And it was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. The end. So this kind of goes back to our religion lesson. Did that caterpillar need a pickle and a lollipop and salami and chocolate cake? No, he just wanted all those things. And what happened? He got a tummy ache. He needed a nice, healthy green leaf. So that all goes back together, the same lesson. And I know you guys are making good choices still and helping your families and being on good behavior, working hard. I hope you're working hard. I hope you're not arguing with your parents about doing your work. And I don't think you will with this packet. I think that you'll have a good time. And guess what? When you turn this packet in, it's not going to be April anymore. It's going to be, let's see, we've had January, February, March, April, May. And school will be almost done. When you turn these packets in, I think we only have like 3 more weeks of school, 3 more weeks of packets. So I'll try to make sure that they're fun. We'll do a little more work that we're used to doing with our Eureka Math and our Journeys reading books. But I'll throw some fun things in there too, and I'll always have a good snack in there for you. So, anyway, do your best work, make your bugs fabulous. I love me some fabulous bugs. Can't wait to see them. And have a good week. Have fun. Get outside and look for all of those cool bugs. Use your tool so you can find tiny bugs. And have a great week. Still miss you bunches. Love ya.